Welcome to round number 3 here. We are 1-1 with Domain Zoo. We're on the draw and our opponent kept, and as loose of a keeper I am, I don't think 2 1-drops and 5 lands are going to be good enough. So yeah, this 6 looks a bit better. We actually have a lot of different options here because we have a Watery Grave, and then we have Arid Mesa, of course, and it's kind of a question of which of our 1-drops do we play first. I think we want Stomping Ground though. Well, unfortunately, the Steppe Lynx will probably not really do a lot of good, but I'll go ahead and do that. And I think I'll just go ahead and Goblin Guide. The Wild Nacatl won't be a 3/3 next turn anyway, so might as well just play the one that has haste. Alright, so not sure what this is. Could potentially even be like Fairies or something. But I guess we'll find out. Now I mean I can play a 2-drop, I can play 2 1-drops. The only reason I'm inclined not to just go 1-drop is because I don't want to get blown out by a Spell Stutter Sprite, so I'll just play Dark Confidant. Alright. Yeah, it definitely looks like this is Fairies, which is a good matchup for us, I think. And recall that he does have another mana leak. He revealed that off the Goblin Guide last turn. Alright, so I guess the Goblin Guide's going through. Basically, we just need a white source. I'll go ahead and get. Yeah, this turn we're going to cast. Yeah, Goyf plus Nacatl, so I'll get Temple Garden. I would rather have my Goyf countered than my Confidant, I think. Alright, he chose to play the Island over the Tar Pit. That could indicate a lot of things. One being that Cryptic Command may be in our future. Oh, and there's one on top of his deck. Going to Snapcaster Mana Leak. Yeah, I'll just play Steppe Lynx. If he wants to counter it with the Mana Leak, I don't really care. Yeah, because like Steppe Lynx wasn't really going to be doing a lot anyways, I think. So now we just get to resolve our Confidant. that's fine as well. Then yeah, here I'll just play all my guys. Most of these decks don't play Damnation, I think. And even if they do play it, it's usually like a 1 of or a 2 of, so yeah, I think we're probably fine here. It'll be very hard for him to deal with like all of these 3 power guys. Yeah, unfortunately we've got nothing else, but presumably he'll eventually run out of cryptic commands and we'll be able to get through for some damage. We still have yet to draw any burn spells either. It's kind of interesting, we've just been on all creatures. Alright, there's burn spell, and there's another burn spell. I actually forgot to end step fetch, but that's not a big deal, I guess. So yeah, we basically just need like one of these to get through. I mean, he only has 1 blocker and 3 mana, so I don't really think there's a lot to be worried about. And then yeah, we'll just Helix him, and then the Bitter Blossom will kill him in his upkeep. Alright, so we got that one. So yeah, I do like Molten Rain. That one's pretty good. And I do like Finks just for the resiliency. It is possible that we could bring in Wear and Tear, given that he's playing Sword and Bitter Blossom. It's also possible that he will board in something like Threads of Disloyalty, so that's something to think about as well. I don't really like Path to Exile. It does get Mistbind Click, but in general giving him a basic is really not something we're interested in. I don't really like Snapcaster either. It's not aggressive enough, and one of the main things to flashback we're also boarding out. I'm not sure what his deck really looks like post-board. He might be boarding out some number of Swords or Bitter Blossoms. So I'm going to leave this in the board for now, but after Game 2, if he wins Game 2, there's a chance we could end up bringing this in. But yeah, I think this looks good. I think the Molten Rains and the Finks helps us a fair bit. Finks I'm not really so sure about, but Molten Rain definitely so. Yeah, I guess just for mana efficiency's sake, I'll play the Goyf. We could get spell snared, but if we get spell snared, it's not really the end of the world. Alright, and it looks like he did board in the Threads. Regardless, I think I'm just still going to Molten Rain the Tar Pit. But if there's a game 3, I'll definitely be bringing in the Wear and Tears now that I saw the threads. Interesting that he chose a counter tap. I'm not sure why he chose that mode. Because, you know what, I wasn't going to attack with both my creatures anyways, so that one kind of confused me. Well, I guess that's why, so my Goblin Guide couldn't block his Tarmogoyf. I guess that kind of makes sense. Oh, but he didn't attack. Of course, we got the Tribal Flames to kill the Goyf, but we can't because now it's a 6/7. I'm just gonna attack with everything here. The correct block is for him to block the Wild Nacatl, but I'm not sure if he will do that. Okay, I guess he is doing that. And then, yeah, now he hope to draw Burn Spell. Yeah, now you just say go. I mean, the Bitter Blossom is going to kill him in 2 turns unless he has a Mistbind click. Oh, and he did have it. See, now if he just has removal for our Goblin Guide, we are dead. Alright, and it looks like he had it, so yeah, we're pretty dead. Alright, well, without a doubt, Wear and Tear definitely comes in now. Yeah, I think like something like this is fine. like this hand. And we won't have a 3/3 Nacatl on 2. I mean, we don't have a white source at all, but going turn 1 Nacatl, turn 2 Dark Confidant on the play is very solid. Jeez. Took all that damage just to dismember our Nacatl. Alright. Well, I guess it's Confidant time now. It's nice to have our opponent just deal himself 5 right from the start, though. Nacatl definitely served his purpose in that case. Alright, I guess he's going to Stone Rain himself to kill my Confidant. I'm fine with that. Pretty good, especially considering we have another Stone Rain in our hands. Yeah, we do get kind of destroyed if he has a thread, so I think I'm just going to play Goblin Guide. And if we play anything, it gets countered, so I'm just going to say go. I was kind of hoping we would have drawn a third land at this point, but I guess not. Yeah, I'll just be patient. Alright, well, this might be what we needed to capitalize here. We got him to take his entire turn just to do that play. And yeah, now we can attack him down to 5. And then Molten Rain is Mutavault, so we can't just put a sword on that. Or alternatively, we could just play Goyf and leave up Lightning Helix. I think I'd rather just Molten Rain, though. So yeah, now he's at 3. We have a Helix in our hand. We also get to bluff path here. So yeah, he's definitely in a very difficult position. Oh, so now we have Helix plus Tribal Flames, so yeah, we'll just Tribal Flames, he can counter, and then we just Helix him. Yeah, it was definitely a close one. I actually disagree with his decision to keep in Sword after board. Maybe he just didn't have any better cards to bring out, but generally his deck brings in something like 7 cards against Zoo, so I would think this would come out, because the play where we bolted his Spell Stutter after he went to equip the Sword, like, that was really what gave us the opening that we needed to take that game, because we were stuck on 2 lands, and I really didn't think it was going to go well for us, but turns out it did. So that was kind of an interesting match. I do think Zoo has one of the better matchups against Fairies. Fairies is a personal favorite of mine, but I'm kind of inclined not to play it because it seems like it's hard for it to beat Zoo. But anyways, that was a good match. Thanks for watching, everyone.